When I first started really getting more into it, tried to be really strategic by how I did things of just like I know myself where I am very competitive, but I also when I hit the mark, I take it pretty hard. And like I'm pretty hard on myself. It's improved significantly, but I think back in the day, the first 50K I did was in 2019. 2020 is when I did a 50 miler, and that was the first time I like raced against a pro runner, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna crush it, and got crushed a little bit, and I was like, man, maybe I'm not that good. And so that was like kind of the first hit, more honestly more to my ego than anything, of like maybe I'm actually not what I thought I was, and maybe wow, these people are so much better than me. And so that kind of was the first knock of like, all right, I'm not there yet, but I am better than I used to be. And so then tried to really work on like shifting that mindset, and then continuing the training and knowing it's just going to take a really long process. I think being a physical therapist, like one of the things I say to my patients like all the time when I see them is like, this is going to take a long time. People think PT doesn't work because they do it for 4 weeks and they're like, nothing changed. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I promise you it's really slow and it takes a long time, but like you will get there. And I think that's my same mentality with this sport of running, is like, it just takes a long time. And I did a better job then, even in 2020 and then beyond, of like, truly my running career has been very short. And so it's like I was comparing myself to someone that was like a pro runner, but also like was, D1 cross country and like worked for the Olympic trials and all these things that I'm like, I don't even know what the qualifier is. And so it took a little bit of like a hit to the ego, but then reframing it and like really figuring out, looking back at like, what did I do and what have I accomplished? And then continuing to try and like stepwise process that up. And then, yeah, put myself against more and more people that I thought were better than me and see where I stacked up, and then taking it more as like a learning lesson of what can I improve on versus like a negative framework of like, wow, you suck at the sport. So that was like a huge mental shift for me.